Welcome to SPARTA. Well, welcome to the Archangel Michael's chat live on channel SPARTA. Let's put some light on the subject. Oh, so it's been a while, but here I am once again. I found my Wolverine book. What a week I have had. Oh, I've had one issue, one problem after another. And that has nothing to do with online, just regular family business. But you get that. In the big mix, see, the Archangel Michael was privileged to live his life as a man. But that's just the way it goes. As a man, I will fight. That's how the rules go. Yes, I found my book, so that's good. Little Troll had it. I will deal with that little troll soon. So I hope we have no trolls, so we don't need them in the chat. That's one thing for sure. I hope you can hear me clearly. I will now check the chat filter or messages. Have a look at what's going on. Make sure. Nope. That's the one. Boom. Yes. Okay. Everyone's busy. And it's Friday. Well, I'm at my Friday night. Oh, Friday night. Well, we'll start off with a bit of content disclaimer, eh? So that way no one can copy and I can't get into trouble. Okay, this content used in this video is intended for educational purposes only. All rights to the images, music clips, and other materials used belong to their respective owners. I do not claim ownership over any third-party content. This channel's contents, including but not limited to text, images, and videos, are the property of Michael Akbar and SPARTA and protected under the Copyright Act. Reproduction or distribution of any part of this copyrighted content without my permission is prohibited. So that way that's all cleaned up now. Sure, people can fast forward that little bit, but it's there. And they can't take it. They can't claim that they're this guy. Because only I can claim that. I've got all the receipts. Except the wings and the halo. They'll come later. No. This is not quite my fiery sword, but it goes like this nonetheless. Burns at about 3,000 degrees. Melt through most steel. It's pretty effective. But as a man, I can only use it once. When the time comes. But I have other ways. Magical ways. Where I can turn a stick into a venomous snake. But that's another story. I don't want to put that one out. Oh, kids and people that watch it start going around and paralyzing everybody. Oh, put a bit more light on the subject. Oh, everyone must be busy. Friday. Who knows what's on? Oh, the Lord's Prayer. Here we go. That's the stuff. Let's put God in the day, hey? Let's get it more ethereal. I don't see too many other people doing this. Not the content I run. Not the circles I circle. You have a lot of priest channels and a lot of God channels doing it, but what are they doing it for? Money? To draw you into a false message or the real one? You have to be the judge of these messages. It's funny that Bible is judged in so many different ways and looked at by so many different people in so many different versions. It's good to be in the God game. The Jesus business pays well. But thou shalt not use the Lord's name in vain. Remember that. You will have to repent. But this is the one that Jesus said when he was sitting there and he's giving his sermon on the hill. They asked him, Jesus, what's the best way that we can pray to the Lord? Pray to your Father. How can we do this? And he went like this. He said, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but to deliver us from evil. Hail Mary, full of grace. Amen. And now you have God in the chat, in your day and in your life. When you watch the replay, when someone comes along, no one's interested in the Archangel Michael. But you get that. It is a Friday. Everyone's busy getting ready for their Friday night. People out Friday night. Who knows what's happening? I'm not really interested in watching things tonight, looking at the news. I've got enough problems on my own plate. Yes, one thing after another makes me wonder, who's got the juice? You know, I was going to do a blog on the Cardi B, because there was the in thing, the lick for that promotional trial, as you could say. But I didn't. I didn't simply because when I looked at the Wikipedia and all the media and did my research, there was nothing between her and Jack. So I thought, well, that must be a shot waiting to be fired. And as you know now, well, bang, bang, shots fired. That's 2 rounds now. And they started straight up the first time anyways. I got up the next morning and, to have a little giggle to myself. You know, it's only basic facts that she's pointing out. Just the way she's pointing them out might seem a bit, wrong to some people, but it's not. She's actually pointing out the flaws. She's trying to give you a bit of fucking entertainment while she's doing it. Because she just doesn't want to be a drab. Otherwise she'd dress up in a suit and be a anchor. She wants to connect to the community. Be a part. One thing everyone likes to be is a part. No one likes to be pushed to the side. And how many times has that lady been pushed to the side? Mrs. Jaguar, right? How many times, indeed. Well, it's time for us to support her and push her to the front. stand her up high, protect her as best we can, because her voice at the moment rings the loudest. It has the perfect tune and the perfect receipts. Well, we're in the storm. And now that we're in the storm, we have to batten down the hatches. So, I have to batten down the hatches at home before I can batten the family's hatches down. Many families, many levels. Like I said, this is all on many levels, especially the spiritual one, far beyond anyone can possibly ever imagine. Whether they like to think so or not. Look at the turmoil. Look at all the hatred, the division over people's thoughts. When clearly, sometimes, you might have the right to say anything you want. You might have the right to free speech. But there's also a part in our law that says, you can remain silent. Because anything you can say can be used against you in a court of law. It also can be used against you in the human court of law of the community, online. It also can be used against you on the street. Depends which court of law you're standing in. If you're standing in nature's law, well, when you're in the ocean, the shark's the judge there. And whatever he judges on you, you just have to cop that judgment. Because you're in his court. It's like out in the bush. Same deal. You go out there and you see a 4 meter long mulga snake, which is the king brown, one of the top 10 poison in the world. When you see one of them out there, well, same deal. You've got to be giving him the wide berth. Otherwise, you'll learn. That's his ocean. Yes, that's his ocean. It's like with a kangaroo. You often might see people fighting with the kangaroos, dogs fighting. They are pretty tough. Some of them are huge. I see some massive kangaroos that you would never go near to try and fight. But I also know that if you get into a fight with a kangaroo, there's one way to fix a roo. See, a roo and a emu can't really walk backwards. That's why they've got them on either side of the Australian shield, holding it up, because they can't walk backwards. No retreat, no surrender. I like that. But the kangaroo, well, you can get behind him. You can grab hold of his tail, get a good grip on it, and lift it up. That's it. He'll try to get around. You'll jump a little bit. Just hold on, lift that tail up. He can't get you. He just looks, then he's like, oh, then he's waiting for your move. Because he can't go anywhere. Once you lift that tail up, that's it. It's like if you're hunting a roo. I see this with my own eyes. Big roo was jumping. My uncle, he shot douche. He said, I swear I hit that roo. I swear I hit it. I swear I hit it in the hindquarters, he reckoned. I said, no, I would have stopped, uncle. But slowly and surely, this roo stopped. We didn't know why, and he looked in the scopes. He couldn't see any blood or anything like that. So, oh, well. So he ended up again, and boof, this time he got it. Drops down, we go up. It's a 6-foot roo, so it's taller than me, just taller than me. Very broad shoulders, almost as wide as me. Go down to the skinny arms. And he's dead, of course. And then we noticed just in his back tail. It must have went clean through the bullet. It went clean through and never had any blood coming out through his tail. So as soon as that bullet went through his poor tail, that's it. He couldn't jump really no more. He or gee. Because he's used to jumping and using that tail as the counterbalance. Once you did that, that slowed him up. But then again, I've seen kangaroos out there with no tail jumping around. No problem at all. It's just he was a big old boomer, used to having a tail. So, yes, tails. You can catch certain roos, process some of the meat for the human food industry, the bigger parts, the nicer, juicier parts. You can take the rest and turn that into pet food, including the bone, right? And then you get the tail. You cut all the tails off, and you go around all the communities and you sell them out for $25 each. And as soon as you unroll that little canvas with all those tails, and oh, they'll go very quickly. Kangaroo tails, because it's got the nice meat, to see juicy meat. Still the bone, and it's not a great deal of meat, but it has all the nice fatty juicy meat that he stores all his energy in. Sometimes you get real big fat tails, sometimes you get skinny tails. Depends. You get the medium tails, you got to get a taste. They all got different tastes, especially all the different rules. But tails, yes, kangaroo tail. You just roast them up and I like my food a little bit cooked. I'm used to the city, guys. But I have eaten it where you've only just singed it on there and it's pretty much raw. Just warmed it up. Oh, I can hear him arguing out there. Now I could go out and sort it out, but they might sort me out with an ice pick. That's just the streets. Archangel Michael has to use his brain. That's why he's the strongest. It's around all the algorithms. When you hear that, and you're safe at home, stay at home. Yes, staying at home. But I was going to go a little bit of a journey. Well, I have to put on a bit of hiatus until Monday. Oh, some sort of fine that apparently elapsed. They've only just, that is really funny to me. They've only just put it up on the 20th of this month. And apparently I was a speeding fine back in March. But usually they send that out a month later and you deal with that fine. Well, I have never received, I didn't even know this fine existed. Even when I renewed my license, they said, no, you're clear, no fines, all good. So, fine comes out in the letter, so you are suspended. So you pay this fine. I said, what fine? I looked into it. Well, have to wait till Monday, go there, see them, make a time to pay payment. Then my license is good as gold again. But at the moment, well, driving this weekend. Funny that. Funny how things lock up like that. Problems having with other things. And then that rocks up in the mail, and I say, oh, well, what's next? An ice age. That would be wonderful. We'll cool things down a bit. The only ice age we get down here is the bloody ice epidemic that people smoke. Oh, that'd be cool. Ice start pouring in the streets and all these guys get out and start smoking it. That will be a sight to see. I've seen worse. Trust me, I've seen worse. Yes, working with a baby. I've seen that. They're probably out there arguing with a baby running around barefoot. Carrying on because the last person took the last bit of drugs out the bowl. And that's what it's just likely over. And they blame each other for that. Yes, that's how society is. But people function in their own way. We allow crazy to walk around. Crazy is the norm. Things that used to be termed, and still are by all medical terms, a mental problem, allowed to walk around freely. And oh yes, a blog and about how men, especially in Australia, because you've got that government that's still got that woke ideology. We've got to get rid of woke ideology. We don't mind the rest of it. That's all right. Money can still stay, but they've got to get rid of that wokeness. That's a bit of an issue. It's a drive that allows, like I said, it's opened up the doors for these ones that like to touch kids. And there's only a couple of them getting in, but it's enough to tarnish the whole lot. Oh, sweaty under this mask, guys. But no one's showing up nonetheless. I wonder why. Oh, where? They usually argue. Sometimes they fight. For this one's the guy there. He's completely useless. Completely reluctant and hooked on the drugs, that one. He even sat in the middle of the road, laying there, crying like a little kid. For his, every sister or his woman, Courtney, you got to save me. You know, I can't do things. The cop's trying to grab him every time he's trying to get him like a little kid. It's absolutely stunning to watch. And then the next day he'll be up trying to fight someone like he's a man and get his head punched in. Once again, and Courtney has to come and save him. I think that's Courtney out there busting a hole. Believe it or not, she's actually, no, she's usually in the right, the poor girl. It's her house. I only know her by saying hello on the street. That's about it. Let's increase the volume. No one's here to have a look. No one's coming. Obviously, YouTube doesn't promote me anymore. Nope. Whoa. Interesting. Yes, neighbors restless. Well, still no one come to visit. No one comes to visit Archangel Michael anymore. They think he's a complete nut. Well, I'm not. I'm not a complete nut. I go many different tangents. I do many different things. I support many different people. I have worked my way through bad guys to the good guys. Sussed out who was the best, who I could use for God's purposes, not for mine, for God's purposes. And ally myself with them. Give them a pledge of my allegiance. One time a man's word was as good as his pledge. Nowadays, especially in Australia, a man's word is no longer to be heard. Man has no say. This cannot be the future. Because we both need to be there, side by side, together, as one. Because without both, there is none. The circle of life. And that's what it's all about, guys. All about life itself. God must protect life. He must protect life is one cardinal rule over all and over everything. God must have life. Without life, what would there be to call him God? Who would there be around to call him God? There would be nobody if there was no life. And he wouldn't be a God. He'd be alone. And like I said, no one wants to be alone. Yes, God is divine. God has manufactured and created the universe in his own image, his own design. But he inherited it from his two aunties. Oh, and then. No, is still hibernating, but they're trying to wake her up. You know her as Antarctica. M is Australia where I'm on now. The dreaming auntie. The one that created the current universe we're in now. And when she finished her great work, she laid down to sleep next to her sister. Never supposed to be touched. But she hadn't quite finished. the story of life she had written. At the end, when she'd finished it and signed her signature, 10,000 galaxies long, she put a full stop as she lifted the pen. A drop of the ethereal ink that she was using fell down in the shape of a key. Oh, and then she got the tip of the pen, snapped it, which looks like a spearhead. You turn it another way, looks like a bit of a shield. Oh, this my friend Roma, my sister Roma. Good morning. Good morning, Louis. I'm live. Oh, you mango. It went away. I have to get the contact to her, so I want to talk to her very well. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go like this. Oh, there we go. Little bit of that trick. Get a bit of privacy. Talk to my sister Roma. And got up and say good morning. We're just doing a check after she's got up and had what she had to do with the man and the kids and that if she's got them. Doing her daily routine. She's a good sister, that one. She helps me a lot, and I help her back. We fight like brother and sister like you wouldn't imagine. But in the end, we know it's over really nothing. It's just information. A difference of opinion. Yes, a difference of opinion. But she's a good person. And it would be nice if YouTube would actually promote, send it out, send some people here. Hello, are you anybody out there? But do I keep trying no matter if someone rocks up or not? I am no failure. And do you think I'm crazy or not? Whether you support me or not? Well, that's your prerogative. I know what I have to do. I know I carry what I carry in my pocket. I know I've got the receipts. I know more than what most do. No one can contradict, or tell me any different. Simple as that. Simple as that. Simple as that. $20.25. I hope your 2025 has been alright so far. I know mine's been very down, sometimes up, mostly go back down. But that's life, like a roller coaster. Until you hit those bends, you better hang on. Well, nearly on half an hour. No one's even popped in, not even a single view. We're going to ignore him from now on. He doesn't mean nothing to us. He's against that one. He makes jokes. He can't be the Archangel Michael because he swears. He does this. He does that. Well, got to remember now, I'm a man. I can be a man, but I'm also the Archangel Michael. If you don't want me to use my magic, and anyone out there, family and that, if I ever get the chance to meet you, I'll prove to you just who I am, without even touching you. Put it close. Show me an ailment or a pain that you have in your body, and I'll get rid of it for a while, or permanently if I do it right. With my left hand, I can dull a pain. You still feel it throbbing to the heartbeat. Might feel it spike depending if there's a bee sting or not. But with my right hand, I can take all that bad energy out of you and throw it away and stop the pain completely. With my right hand, when I do that, I see like a bit of an x-ray inside you, black and white. I can tell you what's wrong. Tell you whether you have to go to the hospital. Even tell him, tell him what to say to the doctor. And they go there and they go there. Oh, gee, you was right, Michael. That's the broken collarbone. Exactly where it was. Exactly what you said. Oh, yes, that was a broken knuckle. Oh, that was only tendon damage. Yes, I don't show it much. People would freak out that one. Think I'm some sort of messiah. No, I am not the messiah. I'm an angel. Messiah is the Messiah. Jesus. He does the saving. I do the slaying. He brings you in. I takes you out. Well, he comes down and he preaches God's radiance. When I come down, I deal out God's regents. This is the way of things. The way of the Archangel Michael. A weapon. Built different from the rest. In case they decide to turn against the Lord himself. Who will protect him? I will protect him. Who can he rely on? The Archangel Michael he can rely on. His strongest, most powerful weapon. Who you gonna call? The Archangel Michael. And I kick both ghosts' ass. I don't just bust them. I send them straight to hell. This is the Archangel Michael, the original Ghostbuster. Signing off for now. God bless and good luck.